Hello, welcome and salutations. My name is Wild Drew and welcome to the Action Adventure channel. This channel will be primarily about fish tank and the fish tank hobby, but other things will be going down on this channel, so stay tuned to that. For my very first episode, I will be setting up my 70-gallon found fish tank. This tank was found over 2 years ago on the side of the road after Christmas. I'm guessing somebody got a new tank for Christmas, and I had the opportunity to pick it up. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about setting this tank up, cycling this tank, filtration, and stocking this tank, and how to go about it. I haven't figured out exactly what species of fish that I'm going to put in it, but I have a rough idea. And we'll be going over the species 2 of the fish. So there's a lot to look forward to in this video. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, I have ran into some problems. Only because I'm using found materials and I wasn't buying anything. So I will show you a little bit about what I'm trying to do. I don't want to give away too much just yet. I'm going to keep that for tomorrow when I finally kind of get it where I'm at. But yeah, so we'll just wait until tomorrow. The only thing was what I kind of wanted to touch on was when I was draining the tank. I don't know if it was me, you got it if I was on the beta, but my my second prize koi beta died on me. The other one jumped out of the tank, like the water was like this. The dude, I didn't have anything on the top of the knees to be able to jump out and torpedoed out of it. So luckily I have a whole bunch of their fry. So black pipe right here. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I don't know if I'm going to cork it or just run a different piping system, but I don't know yet. Still thinking about what I'm gonna do. Kind of regretting putting sump in. Kind of. But hopefully I troubleshooted all the issues that I was having with it. Turn the pump on. Everything will go smooth. And then I will put sump. And then I will go through the rundown. What I'm using for medium filtration. Ran the pipe like that all the way down into basically what's a 1.5 gallon into a 3 gallon pot. The first gallon is you can see hydro tin, a rock, and then a carbon filter sponge, and then a regular sponge, and then another carbon filter sponge, and then it runs into lava rock, and then it runs into shells. And then the reason I put shells is it's going to be a cichlid tank, so it's going to need a higher pH, so that should be helping with keeping the pH balanced. Then I got a deli cup with some carbon in it for extra carbon. I put some plants in here to help with the nitrates. I got an extra air stone in here, which is right next to the return pump. And then on the return pump, I'm basically using some flex pipe, which is super easy. Like I said, if you're gonna do anything with it, with plumbing, stuff like this, I actually prefer flex pipe, just because the PVC pipe, you get one direction only with it. The flex pipe, I can disassemble it and put it how I want it, fix it with the flow, because I can have the flow coming out this way. I can come and have it, come up. I can move. I have more options with it. You have more options with the flex pipe. So yeah, I got just some some recycled glass that I found picking. I think they're just off furniture and stuff, and then I just got a Zoom Ed leftover light, what I'm just going to use for right now. Nothing fancy. Like I said, it's just a Flowerhorn. There's going to be no plants, so nothing fancy with that. The pump that I'm using, that I really like this pump, is the dual purpose Crystal Pond fountain and pond pump by Crystal Pond again. By Beckett. You got 82.5 feet going up. You got 430 gallons per hour, or 1,627 liters per hour, about 2.5 meters. And the main reason why I went with this pump is that it actually came with a sponge, and that it was the right amount of flow for my fish. It wasn't overflowing and it's not underflow, so it hit right in the spot. There was another pump that was around the same price, but it dished out more, but it didn't have the extra filtration system on it. So that's the main reason why I went with that one. I really like it so far. Like I said, look at my water. My water, it's been cycling for 2 days. I've had a couple bettas in there. I actually lost one of my bettas when I was setting this tank. I don't know what the heck happened. It was just weird. I turned around when I was draining the tank and he was swimming funny. I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know what happened. I'm kind of mad that I lost them. But yeah, so right now we just gotta stock the tank, and hopefully that'll be the next update to this video. Alright, I finally got my tank assembled. Like I said, this whole tank is completely DIY, improvise, recycle found tank. I found this tank, a little history about the tank again, is that I found this tank in a dumpster after Christmas. Somebody must have got a new tank, didn't want this one, and just chucked it. This tank was already set to plumb, so basically all I had to do was run the PVC pipe. I corked one of the holes just in case for an emergency and I have to flush the whole tank. And then I'm using a sponge filter. The water, look at the water. It's crystal clear. It's been cycling for probably about 2 to 3 days right now. It's been a little hectic, so I can't really remember. All right, I took a PVC pipe and some O-rings and some welder putty, and then another rule of thumb when you're running the sump or putting a sump in, they should be about 20 gallons to every 100 gallons. So of course, the bigger the sump, the better. Almost anybody's gonna tell you that. Another thing is too, before getting your fish, make sure you cycle your water, as I just did right now. We're dealing with a cichlid, so my pH looks about 7.6, I would say. And then here's the first ammonia test. When you, especially if this is your first tank, the two main ones you're going to be testing for is pH. Always check your pH and ammonia. You don't need to check your nitrates until you get into more complicated fish, or if you're keeping plants in with them. Plants are always good. Yeah, the first ammonia test comes out probably, it's looking probably about, I'm going to say 0.25 and 1.0 ppms are parts per million. So that's enough for me to do a water change. I did 20, that's about the 1.0. And then this one's looking probably 2.5 parts per million. So this is after the water change. I'm probably going to add some more bacteria to the tank, and let's get it.